I'm delighted to share with you my feelings on Explore Design Thinking. It's been an incredible program for students this year and in years past as well. As a teacher, I think I speak for many when I say that it's overwhelming. At times, the amount of curriculum we're trying to teach or the number of standards that we're trying to reach and go in depth, and of course build an ownership and agency in the students. And although it's something we really desire to do, I think at times it can be, again, overwhelming because the demands on the teacher are just increasing all the time. And so working alongside instructors that are doing that are practicing that, I of course learned from a model, so being able to see that model of how they get students to take ownership, then for me as a teacher to be motivated by that, inspired by that, really take ownership and agency for the things that I want to be in charge of and deliver to my students. It really helps having that model beside you. And so it serves as a great example for a direction that as a teacher you want to move towards, but at times you feel overwhelmed to do it. To know that there's a support structure out there to help you with those steps is very encouraging. I think one of the things that impresses me the most is the teaching methods of the team, and that the team is so thoughtful in preparing every lesson and teaching students really how to thoughtfully collaborate, not just to speak over each other, but to really use the speaking and listening standards and build on the thinking of others, facing challenges and overcoming obstacles, and how can they use language and technique to do that, to collaborate effectively. It's a real challenge in the classroom, so seeing the instructors do that has just been inspiring for me. The other thing that's been inspiring for me is coming in a few times on their planning sessions and being able to see how they focus not only on an objective, as we were taught teaching objectives in times past, but really contemplating what the problem is that should be faced. And then in dealing with the problem, who are the users that we want to reach out to, and teaching students about empathy. And I think we talk a lot about empathy, we talk about students trying to build relationships, but for kids to be able to see that they can collaborate and work on solving problems in a way that empathizes with the users and the community members is really, really powerful. Of course, having the hands-on experiences that they get to have is incredible. There's so much student choice, and I think it's empowering to kids to be able to try to solve problems and then course correct when they come up against challenges, and that they are developing that growth mindset because they see that this obstacle doesn't mean it's a failure, it's just an obstacle to overcome. And so for those reasons, I just think it's an amazing program with tremendous fruits for our students.
Hi, my name is Allie Victorine, and I'm really pleased to be able to share my experience with Marshmallow Minds, especially coming from a teacher who has worked in a Title I school for most of my career. Marshmallow Minds brings such a unique program to our schools. It's a really dedicated STEAM experience for our kids. But more than that, they bring equipment that an ordinary teacher just can't get to, especially a teacher from a Title I school. Lego robotics, having the kids actually program those Legos to mimic an animal with the biomimicry lesson. The trebuchets, which are such a unique experience. What happens to the kids when they see this kind of stuff, this really cool stuff coming to them? Well, one, they get immersed in the design process, which is fabulous. They really have a well-developed STEAM program, STEAM experience. But even more than that, when they are given a chance to work with really unique material like Marshmallow Minds brings, it makes them feel honored. It makes them feel worthy. It's not just a field trip that's a one and done experience. It's something unique for them. And I so appreciate Marshmallow Minds bringing that to our kids. Thank you.